Hey, everybody, welcome to One Flight Down Basement Beer Tastings. Today, I have an international guest. That's right, One Flight Down goes international today, all the way from Bonnie, Scotland. Let's check it out. All right, as I said, today I've got a special guest on the show. Everyone give a warm welcome to Don from Don's Beer Reviews.
Yay! That's me. I'm the only cheer we'll get from me. So
oh no, I've got all kinds of sound effects I can put in there.
I'll record some cheers for you.
That's right. Thanks for doing this, Don.
Thank you very much for asking me on.
You're one of the first guys I started watching other beer reviews of.
All right.
When I first started doing these, I didn't want to watch anyone else and get influenced by what they did.
Yeah.
And once I kind of
here's someone who knows nothing, so I'll listen to him. Yeah.
I could relate to you. That was the thing.
Yeah.
I brought Don on today to look at some beers from Innis Gunn. Don recently did some Innis Gunn videos, and I realized I can buy those. I can get those here in Winnipeg. Usually the beers Don does, I can't drink until the next time I go to Scotland. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
I went out and bought a gift pack, and it came with 3 different beers and a fancy glass. I got a fancy Innis Gunn glass.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with the original.
That's why I went and bought the Innis Gunn, because you had mentioned you had bought the gift pack.
Yeah.
So I went online and ordered I've ended up with 3 cases. I bought the mixed pack, so I bought 8 bottles each, the rum cask, the whiskey, the Irish whiskey, the original, 8 of each.
Nice. And we don't quite get the same selection of Innis Gunn that you get. Yeah. We have the original, we have the rum cask, we have the lager and the mango IPA.
Yeah,
and then I found the gift pack had the PX, which we're going to try later.
Yeah.
And that was the only way to get it, was with this gift pack. So I'm kind of hoping maybe they'll do one with the Irish, because that Irish sounded really good.
The Irish one is an oatmeal stout, and it is absolutely beautiful. Although the Caribbean rum cask is really good as well. So.
Okay, and I do have one of those in the fridge.
Yeah. I'll tell you who it was who maybe I've seen this on. You know, Hoppy Beer Reviews. I can't remember the name. That's terrible, isn't it? 3 guys.
We'll figure it out. We'll put it on the screen.
Andy and Attic, and there's Ben, and the other guy, Jay.
Okay.
I'll send you the name.
Yeah, I don't think I know them.
Hopped Up Beer Reviews, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopped Up Beer Reviews.
Never done the Anything Gun. That's what it was, and I bought it.
There's so many of us out there now that someone put together a list of beer reviewers.
Beer reviews. He put all the beer reviewers together. So
yeah,
although I looked at it and I think I was subscribed to everyone anyway. So a couple I wasn't.
Yeah, there were a few I didn't know, but most I did. I always tell people
there's not enough hours in a day to watch all the.
No.
You have to put one out every day, so people aren't going to commit their time to watching that every day. There's a one or 2 people do it, but you're asking people to give up their valuable time, for a video. It's basically the same video every day. There's subtle differences. It's different beer, etc. But it's the same video over and over again.
Yeah, and somehow we keep getting more subscribers. I don't know how it works.
Oh yeah. Did you reach your 200?
I'm 2 away right now. Maybe by the time this airs, which I'm hoping will be later this week.
Yeah.
But I'm right now sitting 2 shy of 200.
Yeah. I'll need to share it on. I'll share it on Facebook. No, my Facebook friends don't even follow my channel, so try to get them to follow somebody else's channel.
Well, when they see what a hit you are in Canada, they'll.
Oh yeah, I might get a few Canadian.
Yeah, get some respect.
Yeah.
All right, let's open this first beer.
Yeah,
then. So we start with the original because that just seems like the right way to go.
I think my bottle opener might be too big for the screen.
I know I've got bottle opener envy right now. I've just got this little thing.
This is the one. I don't know if you know this story. My stepfather was in the Royal Navy during the Second World War, and this is from he borrowed it from a hotel in Calcutta in India. And
wow.
I always had the bottle opener envy as well. And finally, he relented and sort of gave it to me. So it's a fantastic bottle.
I was a little scared there for a minute. I thought your story was going to go full Christopher Walken from Pulp Fiction, but I'm glad.
No. Yeah, so that's the Innis Gunn lager glass. So I don't know if you can see that.
I won't tell the beer police that you're having it out of a lager glass. That's probably not right?
No, definitely not.
Because what? Okay, so yeah, let's read what's on the can or on the bottle here. It's the original Scottish golden beer, single malt whiskey cask matured. This beer is single malt whiskey cask matured to unlock natural hints of vanilla, toffee, and oak. Nice.
Yeah, you're getting, you do get that cask. You're getting the wood and the whiskey,
and a little bit of a sweetness, which I
guess
must be the vanilla.
Yeah,
I think I did do a Innis Gunn once, like about a year ago on the show, and it was probably this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells great though.
It smells delicious, nice and malty and sweet. And the base is just a Scottish ale. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's what I was looking for. It doesn't say if it's an ale or I mean, it's not a lager, right? It can't.
No, it's just a Scottish ale. I mean, it's quite light coloured, right enough. But,
yeah.
There's lots of bubbles in there as well. I don't know if it's a nucleated glass. I'm practically sitting in the dark here, but yeah. So, cheers, my dears.
Cheers, my dears. Let's. I'll add in a clink sound effect. There we go. That's delicious. That's
got sweetness to it as well, eh?
Yeah, that's I could just have that for dessert. Like that
whiskey is really present, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is this the one that do the Highland Park? Is it Highland Park? I don't know. Oh, is that maybe that was a Harveston? I don't think it mentioned which whiskey it was.
No, I don't know. It doesn't say on my bottle here.
That is actually sweeter than I remember it being. It is absolutely delicious.
It is really, really sweet. But yeah, fantastic.
You get the whiskey for sure, and the vanilla.
Yeah.
And a bit of woodiness, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sweetness. It really does seem like a dessert beer. Like for this to be their original, like their base beer.
Yeah. This is what it started with. Oh, yeah. My Innis Gunn, I've had quite a few. They've got a tap room in Edinburgh and that. But I never ever took notice of what I was drinking, really, before starting this channel. I'll try that beer if it's nice. It's nice, It's you never analysed beers, It's like the pub, I'll drink Guinness. You didn't. I'm not sitting analysing the Guinness. I'm just drinking it, it's gorgeous.
I know. I mean, I got into doing these videos basically because the world was kind of shut down, and I think my girlfriend was getting tired of me talking about beer all the time. So I thought I'll just talk about beer with everyone. Just
yeah, that's great.
It's like if you're sitting at the pub, what are you doing? You're probably talking about your beer, right?
Yeah, that's an absolute belter.
Mm-hmm. So for my viewers who haven't seen you before, do you want to give a little background on how you got started with your channel?
Yeah, it was I started about 18 months ago. Just I wanted to learn about beer. I used to see all these reviewers and rating sites, and there'd be all these descriptions, and I would think, I don't get that out of beers, because I wasn't analysing, I wasn't drinking them like that. So I thought I'd like to learn about beer. So I thought I'll start a channel. I took a subscription to a beer delivery service, just trying different beers, different styles. And I was always like a Guinness drinker or Scottish beers, the ale, especially. We'd ask for a pint of special in the pub here, but that's just Scottish ale.
Yeah.
Or like a mild, a light beer. You ask for a pint of light, that's like what the English call mild.
Oh, okay.
So that's, but you never analysed it, it was just, and I was never a lager drinker. So, but I've had so many different lagers now, and there's so many different styles of lager, which I never knew about, and I absolutely love some of them. All the German beers.
Oh yeah.
So it's just opened up a new world, all these different beers. So I'm just learning as I go along, trying to describe what I see, what I smell, what I taste.
Yeah, and you're doing like a couple a day some days, right?
Yeah. I try to do at least one every day. I've only put out one today. I'm slacking. What I tend to do is I'll do a theme. So
Yeah.
I'll buy it for one brewery at a time, or I've done like a series of Trappist beers, I've done Abbey beers. Back in the day when I first started, I've done IPAs. Just stick with them as IPAs for like 2 or 3 weeks,
And that's like so much you can do there.
Yeah, try to find out the differences in the style and things like that. So it's just an adventure. Mm-hmm. It's a great hobby. It's not doing my waistline.
Oh, I know how you feel.
Or my liver. Yeah.
All right, so we're moving on to our next beer. Our next beer, if you were paying attention earlier, is the original PX. This one is aged in sherry casks. Is that right?
Yeah.
Spanish sherry casks.
Yeah.
All right.
Pedro Jimenez.
That's the sherry?
Yeah. That's the sherry. It's a grape, Pedro Jimenez grape. And this is the bottle of Pedro Jimenez sherry.
Oh.
I got today. So, and that's called Nectar. And believe me, it is nectar. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, let's try this beer, and you're going to have to try that and describe it for me. I can't.
We've got the beer, and this is I think this is the original that we've just had, but it's finished off in the sherry casks. It's whiskey that was finished in sherry casks. Wasn't the sherry? Okay. They were originally sherry casks, and then it was whiskey that was finished off in sherry casks, what they call double casking. Mm-hmm. And then the beer, the original beer that we had, was then put into the sherry cask.
There's a lot of flavors going on, yeah.
That's the end product.
All right. Well, I am very excited to try this. Yeah, and it seems like a lot of times when you get imports, they're not quite the same. But I mean, I think these are the same, right? Like looks like the same beer. This is 7.1%.
I think it's a limited edition. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't think we mentioned the ABV in the original.
The original was 6.6%.
6.6, and this is 7.1, I think.
Yeah, 7.1.
Yeah, it's a 330 ml. Yes, Pedro Jimenez Spanish cherry casks. Mature Spanish cherry casks. So it's the original PX. Pedro Jimenez PX. First, what does the PX stand for?
I don't know. Well, Pedro.
Jimenez.
Now I get it. Pedro.
Yeah, that bypassed me at first.
I'm like, I don't know what this stands for either. Oh, right. It's the sherry you mentioned like 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know if that's, I'm just making that pronunciation up. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation.
You know, we could ask Google, but you're doing it with enough confidence that you got me convinced.
If you're confident, say it with confidence, people.
Exactly. That's all you need. Say it with confidence. Yeah. All right. You want to open these up?
Yeah, let's crack it open.
I've got my my tiny little.
Yeah, I'm doing some weight training with my.
Oh yeah, I got bottle opener envy again. There we go.
Oh, and I've dropped it.
See, mine didn't even work that time. There we go.
That's one thing.
I do this, but
yeah. Oh shit! No, that's different than a bottle. That's a can, is it not?
Yeah, it doesn't work the same with bottles.
What's the sound a bottle makes? I don't know.
A bottle would be more of a.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's just not a branded glass. It's just I think they call them like a tulip glass. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that was what that would be. I just rinsed this out, so I'm gonna use the same Innis Gunn glass that they did.
And that is poured absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, that looks amazing. Such beautiful looking beer.
That looks divine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there's only one drawback. You can see my face through it. That is crystal
clear. I can't. Look at that. There, yeah.
Yeah, it's crystal clear. It's absolutely beautiful color.
Yeah.
That's sort of a deep amber, is it? Or medium amber? Or golden amber?
I guess it would be like more of a dark amber, I guess.
Yeah. There's quite a bit of activity going on there. Medium to fast rising bubbles.
Yeah.
Got a half a pinky white head.
About the same, yeah.
I've got some foam up my nose.
Oh wow! I'm. This smells much boozier than the last one.
Yeah, I'm getting. It's more like a caramel malt. I'm getting.
Huh. Yeah, there's a sweetness, but it's like a. It must be the sherry. Like there's like just a very rich, sweet, kind of boozy smell to that. Yeah, smells nice. All right, cheers.
My nails. Click.
It's nice. That's going to be a slower sipping beer than the first one.
You're definitely getting the original there as well, with an added layer. I think it's like a rich fruity sweetness.
Yeah, there's a fruitiness to it for sure. It's like a little bit.
So it must be for the sherry, the grapes. So I think that's what that sweetness, and that's what the actual sherry is very sweet.
Okay. Yeah, it's that sweetness is I think will make this a bit of a slower sipper than the original.
Yeah. Now
it's heavier in the body.
I had this bottle a few weeks ago, and I'm thinking maybe it was too cold because I wasn't getting a great deal out of it.
Oh, okay.
I was getting more like just the original through the. But I've had this at the fridge for I don't know an hour, and it's still there's a wee bit chill in it, hardly anything, but it's like almost up room temperature now. It's definitely cellar temperature, and that has just released a lot more aromas and flavour.
Yeah, like mine's not super chilled either, so
yeah. It's quite.
You sometimes do the you sometimes like check the temperature of them too, don't you?
Yeah, I've got my
your little COVID gun.
Yeah. I don't know how accurate that is. I've seen the old growler, Peter LaFrance, I think, and he has got the one you put in the beer, and he had a link to it on his website in his description. And I looked at it, and it was something like £80 or something for this way. And I thought, no, I'm not going to that length to buy a thermometer. It was very expensive.
Yeah, that's a big commitment.
I'm definitely getting more out of that now. You can definitely, that original is there. It's
for sure.
The whiskey cask and it's just that added layer of sherry sweetness.
Yeah, kind of gives it a little bit of a thicker body, like a little thicker going down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that original I can definitely taste
higher ABV. Yeah, there's a little bit more body to it.
Mm-hmm.
This.
Oh.
I'll pour a wee touch. This was it's like very gloopy and viscous. And when you swirl it around the glass, it sticks to the glass.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if that'll pick up the colour. That's very dark, isn't it?
Oh, that's super dark, yeah. Like, is sherry normally that dark? It's been a long time since I had a sherry. Wow. Yeah, that's...
Well, I don't know if that's working or not.
I mean, that looks close to that dark lager I had earlier.
And that is just... Well, I struggled to describe it because there was so much going on. Yeah. When I went to their website, they described it perfectly. It was all the rich fruits and fig and vanilla and molasses and you name it. That was in there, and it was just divine. So, cheers.
Cheers. I'll just keep drinking this.
It's so fruity and rich. You're definitely picking that up in the beer.
Yeah.
But subdued, like dialed down. But that is present, I think, in that beer.
All right, so thank you everyone for tuning in, and huge thanks to Don from Don's Beer Reviews.
For having yeah.
Don, can you do the sign off? I like your sign off so much. Can you do the sign off today?
So I can never remember what it is. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, hopefully. I can't remember.
Ta-ta for now.
Just ta-ta for now. Cheers, my dears.
Cheers, my dears.